Let's meet the Boston Celtics. At the point guard.
Another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Minnesota, the season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Gobert, and it's Dillingham in at the point guard. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White, and it's Porzingis in at the 5. Here's Holiday. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And Boston has possession, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
First free throw is good. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in
5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Pass to Randall. Brown against McDaniel. Back to Randall. Shot clock at 6. Teardrop shot. The rebound by the Celtics. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see. You can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Pass to Randall. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And now look at Jason Tatum. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Tops in scoring. And he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And here's Boston. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Back to Edwards. Shot from free throw range. And it's White with the rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside Edwards. Randall outside. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Holiday finds Tatum. Back to Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Holiday's got 12.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Oh, here's Edwards. Really played well against Houston in his last outing.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. And here is Brown. Holiday, left side. It's good. He's got 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Here's McDaniels. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league. And you think back to when McDaniels was drafted. Everyone talked about his potential. Now, contributor, especially at the defensive end.
Timberwolves trail by 11. There's 57 seconds left in the first. Here's Randall. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Randall's got his second basket of the night. Here's Pritchard. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Hauser. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Alexander Walker. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Brown's shot is good.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Beyond the arc. Good on the triple.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Pritchard. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Drew Holiday has been on display for the Celtics. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Jason Tatum is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Queta in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. Here's Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Vicious finish by Tatum. These coaches love when he's aggressive.
13 feet away. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 6. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Outside Tatum. To the right side. Inside Tatum, automatic.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball, too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it, too. So I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Here's Alexander Walker. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. Here's Pritchard. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Tatum no good.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Now, Alexander Walker. 5 points in the game. Here's Reed. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Celtics leading by 16. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum wide open. He fires one. That 3 off the mark. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Greg, we know about the Eurostep, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And welcome to center court, Celtics Entertainment. Get all fans on the court is your ice squad. Okay, fans, who needs a free t-shirt? Get up on your feet.
Te vengo ahora rápido. Ya estamos aquí.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Thorpe. Randall comes in for Naz Reid. McDaniels, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And Dillingham subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Here's Holiday. It's good again and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Up top, Edwards. 6 points for him. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Here's Dillingham, guarded by Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Edwards.
2 minutes.
Look at Edwards, slotting home the 3.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Brown dishes to White. Outside Holiday. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Timberwolves trail by 15. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. Gobert finds McDaniel. Up top, Randall. That's tipped. Pass to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Tatum passes to Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. Launches a 3. It's good from long range. Tatum's got 11 points.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Randall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Holiday. And no, that doesn't go. He's made 8, but that's his 3rd miss. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. White with it. Defended now by Dillingham. Holiday, no one around him. Off target with the open look. Randall against Brown. Here's Gobert. Back to Randall. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Boston, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. It feels good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
Just like Vegas, what you do there stays there.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Boston Celtics.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Timberwolves trail by 14, and the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Dillingham in at the one spot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. McDaniels finds Edwards. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
The Timberwolves shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. Tatum kicks to Holiday. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these rejections. Gobert has all the physical tools and razor-sharp reflexes as a defender.
Back to Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Tatum. Randall no good. Boston leading by 11. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by White. Randall no good.
Excellent coverage defensively. Making it hard on him.
Tatum passes to Holiday. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Such a strong guard. Drew Holiday finishing through contact.
The Celtics have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
McDaniels against Brown. Here's Gobert. Banked in off the glass. Gobert's got his first bucket of the night.
That's exactly what Gobert wants offensively. He wants to attack at the closest range possible.
Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in.
Let's hear it for all the dancers. Substitution on the court.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They led by as many as 18 points. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Alexander Walker up top. He's covered by Brown. Now here's Randall. 8 points for him. Pass to Dillingham. Releases from 15. Rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Well, Coach, Boston has been so close to that 18th NBA championship banner. Finally able to win the title last season.
Yeah, they've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. Lost in the 2022 finals. They got over the top with 2 additions. Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Those guys really helped.
Dillingham with it. Still scoreless. Gobert. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Celtics leading by 13. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Over Randall. A rebound by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Holiday. This one for 3. He's off on that one.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Down kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Pritchard. From deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Hey, Boston, let's get going.
Boston making some changes. Kate is checked in. And it's Torrey Craig in for Jason Tatum. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Miller comes in for Dillingham. And it's Joe Ingles in for Edwards.
Once again, fans, that was
Reed finds Ingles. Here's Randall. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Randall's got 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Brown outside. Pritchard passes to Hauser. The Celtics working the ball around now. There's the triple. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Miller. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Thorpe, he checked in for Minnesota. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Miller kicks to Randall. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. This is the baby hook.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
On the wing, Brown. Knocks down the 3-ball. Brown's got his second bucket tonight.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Randall. And so it's Boston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Everything's fallen into place, and we'll see if they can keep it going. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Tatum and Horford man the post positions. And it's Shireman in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. Timberwolves trail by 16. Here's Alexander Walker. And the shot goes in. Alexander Walker's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Timberwolves. And here is Tatum. Here goes Tatum. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Launches it. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. Drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 21.
His second 3 of the game.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
And here they come. Here's Pritchard. Poked loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Celtics making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. Holiday against Edwards. Free throw line jump shot. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Holiday, the shot's good on the assist by Horford. And that's now 25 points for Drew Holiday.
What a great take by Holiday. Saw a path to the rim and took it.
Alexander Walker passes to Thorpe. Pass to Edwards. Now Dillingham. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thorpe over Horford. And it's sent back by Horford.
The veteran defensive instincts of Horford. He knew that shot was coming and gets there for the block.
Yeah, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
In the corner, Dillingham with it. Back to Edwards. Thorpe with a screen on Holiday. And here's Edwards from the arc. A slam dunk by Thorpe.
Yeah, it just seems like every year Edwards gets more comfortable running the pick and roll.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Thorpe. Julius Randle comes in for Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team, and he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Brown against McDaniel. Here's Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Brown outside. Back to Tatum. Minnesota with the rebound. It's stolen by Brown. And Brown throws it down.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Edwards against White. 11 feet away. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And so just rolling to the finish line now. And what has been a very confident-looking performance for Boston.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Drew Holiday.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Here's Tatum. And there it is for him. And the Celtics lead by 19.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
There's 47 seconds left in the game. Holiday looking over the floor. Brown outside. The three from Tatum. Drills it from outside.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Boston foul. Derek White. 4th personal foul. First team foul. Shooting from Minnesota.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pritchard passes to Tillman. And here is Horford, covered by Thorpe. And Thorpe pulls it down. So it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are...
Bueno, ya terminamos, ya la ganamos a Minnesota. Ya los próximos juegos pues, van a estar siendo antes del All-Star, lo que quedan como 3 o 4 juegos del All-Star. Así que nada, me escriben en los comentarios si quieren ver el juego del All-Star, que va a estar súper bueno, así que me dejan saber por ahí, mi gente. Holiday tuvo un tremendo juego hoy, 27 puntos, 5 asistencias, 2 rebotes. Creo que es el mejor juego de la temporada que ha tenido. Así que nada, nos veremos en la próxima, mi gente. Gracias por el apoyo siempre, de verdad.
Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Drew Holiday.